This video is going to show you some of the principles of continental versus maritime climates that were addressed in the book and in the lecture, but we're going to do it for Anchorage. And what I've done here is I've created a number of Google Earth files that will take us down to different cities and towns in Alaska. We probably won't go to all of these. And it lets us take a look at their climographs. And a climograph looks like this. We're going to go to Anchorage first, close to home. It shows for every month of the year the average high and low temperature, as well as the amount of precipitation, which we won't be too interested in for this particular assignment. You'll see that we usually go down to the airports because that's where the weather stations usually are. So here we are in Anchorage, and you can see that the average high during the summer is just over 60. The average low in the summer is just over 50. During the winter time, temperatures get below freezing, both for the highs and the lows, which are in the low teens. So Anchorage is neither really a classic maritime nor a continental climate. So let's get a better idea of a continental climate. We'll first go out into all of Alaska, and then from here, let's go down to Fairbanks, which is a much better example. Went to Nome instead. We'll go to Fairbanks here, where you can see that range of temperature much better compared to Anchorage. You can see that now we have highs that go well above 70 degrees, and during the winter time, the lows go all the way down to -20. From here, let's go to an even colder place and an even more continental place. We'll go to Eagle. So flying out to Eagle, we went to Bethel, having problems with my clicking here. Here we see again the summer temperatures get up into the 70s, but look at the low temperatures during the winter. They dip well below 10 degrees, actually going all the way down into -17 degrees, I believe, for January and February. Now let's go and take a look at much more of a maritime climate. And so from here, if I can get my files to work properly, we'll close down Eagle and we're going to go out to Adak, which is the furthest west and also furthest south part of Alaska. And here in Adak, we can see there's very little variation over the course of the year. The average temperatures get into the 30s during the winter time, but only just above 50 during the summertime. We can also see that the warmest time of the year is a little bit delayed. It's into August, just like we saw in San Francisco in the lecture before. So we'll come back out again to look at all of Alaska. And now let's go to another maritime climate. We are going to go down south to Ketchikan. In Ketchikan, not quite as profound of a maritime climate as we saw in Adak, but the same basic thing. Temperatures in the summer in the 30s, in the winter rather, in the 30s. In the summertime, climbs up into the 50s and lower part of the 60s. But again, not a lot of variation because you have that warming impact of the ocean during the winter time, and then during the summertime, the ocean helps to keep things cooled off. And so for the final place, let's not look at how continentality impacts temperature, but instead, let's take a look at how latitude impacts temperature. And for this, we are going to go to Barrow, newly renamed, and I am embarrassed that I'm not good enough at the pronunciation of the new name of Barrow right now. But you can see the temperature here is a little bit more like a continental climate, a bigger variation in temperature. But the really important thing is everything's a lot cooler. In July and August, the average temperature is just hovering around 70 degrees most of the year the temperature is well below freezing. So this is just a quick little guide to give you some sense of what the climates are like in Alaska and how they are impacted by the ocean and by the land and also by latitude as well.